Hi, scholars. Happy Thursday. Welcome to day 3 of our shared reading of the book Pop, Pop, Boom. So, yesterday when we were together, I gave you a job at the end of our reading. Your job was to finish rereading the book, and while you were rereading, listen carefully for the rhyming words. Then, you were supposed to circle the rhyming words with a pen, or a pencil, or a marker. Let's see how you did. Four, more. Drum, yum. 5, arrive. More, sure. Room, boom. Nice work, scholars. If that task was hard for you or you had a hard time identifying the rhyming words, I would encourage you to go back and listen to day 2's shared reading where we read it together. On each page, you could listen to it over again and practice hearing the words to see if they rhyme. It also helps to say them out loud, like boom, room. When I say it out loud, I can hear it better. So that's something you can try. All right, we are almost ready to start our reading for today. But before we do, I need your help with one more thing. You guys did such a good job yesterday of showing me where to start reading and which way to go. Today, I need your help identifying where my periods are. Remember that a period tells us that we're done writing, that the writer's done writing. It tells us that we're done reading. The period goes at the end of a sentence. Do you guys see any periods on page 3? Yeah, I see a period here. Good job. And I see another period here. Do you see any other periods? There's 3 more, aren't there? Period here, and here, and here. Nice work. All right, I need your help with one more thing. Let's talk about sentences. Remember that a sentence gives us information, and it always starts with a capital letter, and it ends with a period. So when I look here, I see I'm popping popcorn. That is my capital letter here, and I see a period at the end. That tells me that that's my first sentence. I see it again here. It's just for me. Capital letter, period at the end. That's my second sentence. Capital letter, period at the end. It pops up big. That's my third sentence. And then this part is kind of tricky. I see a period here, but that's such a small sentence. It's actually just one word. Sometimes writers do that so that when we read it, it makes us read it with more expression. Watch me. It pops up big. Watch. You'll see. Because watch is all by itself, it makes you read it kind of like, watch. You'll see. That's my fourth sentence, and then I have one more sentence right here. So there are 5 sentences on this page. Nice job, scholars, identifying the periods and the sentences. We're ready to start reading. Now, when we reread today, I want to remind you to make your voice sound like talking. What do you mean? Okay, let me show you. So if I go to my friend and I ask them to play with me, am I going to say, hey, will you come play with me? No, I wouldn't talk like that. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't sound like talking. My friend would look at me and be like, what? So when we read, we have to make our voice sound like talking. I would say, hey, will you come play with me? And so when I read, I want to make my reading sound like that too. Everybody say, read like you're talking. Make it sound like talking. Are you ready? Let's go. Pop, pop, boom. I'm popping popcorn. It's just for me. It pops up big. Watch, you'll see. Peg wants popcorn. I'll cook for two. One more cupful, and that should do. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Popping popcorn is so much fun. Poppity pop pop. Yum! Peg brings Pete. Now that makes 3. I wish we had a popcorn tree. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Paco likes popcorn? That makes 4. I'll put in just 1 cupful more. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Popping popcorn sounds like a drum. Poppity pop pop. Yum! Penny joins the party. That makes 5. Who will be next to arrive? 4 plus 1 equals 5. If new friends come, we'll need some more. I'll add more popcorn just to be sure. The pop begins to jiggle. It's almost out of room. Poppity pop pop. Boom! Nice work, readers. Remember that if you want to practice rereading it again, you can rewind and go back and listen to this video again or go watch one of the other videos. You can also reread it on your own because you've read it a lot with me. I bet most of you could probably read it on your own now. All right, before we go, I want to talk about one more thing. I noticed that when I was reading, I heard the p, p, p sound a lot in my reading. I think I heard it on every page. So today, let's talk about that p, p, p sound. What letter do you know says p, p, p? That's right, it's a P. When I write a capital P, I'm going to show you how to write both. I say down, pick up my pen, around. Pretend there's an invisible line here. And then when I write my lowercase p, it's kind of like a monkey letter. It hangs below the line with like a tail. Down, pick up my pen, around. So we've got a capital P and a lowercase p, and P says p, p, p. I heard that sound and I saw that letter a lot in our reading today. Today, I'm going to go back and show you how to find the p sound in your reading. Pop, pop, boom. I hear p, p, p here. And I hear p, p, p here. Do you hear p, p, p? Pop, pop, boom. But not only do I hear pop, p, p, at the beginning, I hear it at the end too. And I hear it pop again at the end. So sometimes we can hear the P sound at the beginning of a word. Sometimes we can hear it at the end of the word. Let's see if we can hear it any other time in our story. I'm popping popcorn. Oh my goodness, right here I see P and I hear p, p, p. But I don't just see it at the beginning, I see it in the middle. So now we learned that we can hear and see P in the beginning, at the middle, or sometimes at the end of a word. Popping popcorn. Let's see if I can find or hear any more P's in this part. It's just for me. It pops, pops, up big. All right, scholars. So you saw how I reread and listened for the p sound in our reading on page 3. When we get off our reading today, I want you to go in your book and finish it and see if you can find the p sounds in your books. Okay? If you get done with that and you still want to do some searching for P words, you can go on a little scavenger hunt and see what kinds of things you can find around your house that start with P. I found a paper towel, a pan, and a pen. What can you find in your house? I can't wait to hear about it. Bye, scholars.